ZAGG InvisibleShield? Let's install it. Dave Taylor here, and this is the ZAGG InvisibleShield Glass VisionGuard for the iPhone XS. Now, this is really nice. ZAGG makes, I think, some of the very best screen protectors for the iPhone, and to have one for my new iPhone XS, very nice. Now, it's 3x shattered protection, and it is a case-friendly screen size, which means it's slightly less than the entire top surface. And the benefit of that, of course, is that your case doesn't end up competing with the screen protector because you don't want it raised off the surface just a bit. But this is a particularly interesting one. This is a fairly new design for ZAGG because they have what they call an eye-safe layer. It blocks high energy visible blue light. So HEV is what they call it. And there's no color skew. The colors, the screen will look exactly the same, but this actually does good things for your eye health, and especially if you use your phone at night, whether or not you turn on night mode, night shift, any of that stuff, this will actually help your brain function and let you go to sleep better. So what a great additional benefit for a screen protector that, quite frankly, you will forget is there once you install it. Now, it also comes with a limited lifetime warranty, which means that if it's worn or damaged, that ZAGG will replace it, and you want to check with them for the details. But enough talk. Let's actually go ahead and install it on my iPhone XS. But here's what's interesting. I have a third-party screen protector already on it. So for the first time here in video, I'm going to take off a screen protector to put on another one. How do you take off a screen protector from your phone? Well, that turns out to be really easy. All you do is peel it off. Now, here is my phone without a screen protector. The horror. So we're going to open this case, and this is actually really nice because ZAGG includes an install tool. So take that off, and we're going to slide everything out. There's all sorts of pieces involved here. I'll leave that there. And the maybe centerpiece of the whole thing is this weird little piece of red plastic, because this is your install guide. We're going to put that on top of the phone, and it's going to mean we're going to have absolutely perfect install. But before we get there, we have some other steps to take. The first step you can't see. The first step is that I actually washed my hands thoroughly to get all the oils off my hands. I think that's the first step. None of these companies ever tell you to do that, but trust me, having installed a ton of these, that's really, really beneficial. Now, we have a wet wipe, and we're going to use that first. So I'm going to open it up, and just going to basically, we're going to go through lots and lots of steps to make sure there is not a single speck of dust or tiny hair or anything on the surface of my screen before I go ahead and actually install the new screen protector. Obviously, if you have used screen protectors, you will know that if you have any dust, it basically just sits there forever looking at you, and that's really annoying. So I think we're pretty good with this. I'll just do one more quick wipe, and looks pretty clean. So we'll put that aside, and now we use the fiber-free cloth to give it a second wipe. And that just makes sure that we don't leave any residue from the wet wipe, right? So round and round we go. We're gonna do that. And that's looking like that's good too. And of course the phone basically goes a bit wonky while you do all this, whatever. Then they have this fun dust removal sticker. And this is kind of interesting because you basically just open it enough to be able to do that. And now this is just to make sure no more dust, whoops, has ended up on the phone screen while I was in the midst of doing all this. Because who knows, maybe there's some airborne dust. You probably don't want to do this while someone else is vacuuming in your house. That would not end well. Okay, so those are our first three steps. And there actually is some dust on here, so maybe I should do a little more. Who knows? I do have a fairly dusty environment. If you've seen any of my reviews of robot vacuum cleaners, you've seen that they are busy in this house pretty much every day. Now, we have the screen protector installer tool, and that is super easy. We just lay that on top of the phone, and if it doesn't fit, then stop right now because you've got the wrong size screen protector. But I don't have the wrong size screen protector. Oh look, instructions. Whatever. So we know how to do this. So now, gonna pull the actual screen protector out, And this actually is not really super fun looking, but it'll work, trust me. So there is a tab labeled 1, and then there are 2 little handles on the end, and the handles are going to prove to be really, really important. But first off, we're going to take this off first. Well, maybe. Let's see. I've had this happen before where that layer doesn't actually want to come off. Let's see what's going on here. Little technical difficulty here, my friends at ZAGG. Here we go. I guess I'll just have to do it on the edges. But what happened is that the sticker label itself was coming off. That is not what we want. So you can almost get confused on which is which, but we want this piece. And now one end, I know this is super hard for you to see, one end has the notch. And the notch, of course, is exactly what we want to have on the top. And the best way to do that is to, put something on your phone screen that's just white. Just create a new note is an easy way to do that. And now I have a full white screen. And the reason for that is because then you can help see how things line up. But frankly, the install tool makes it all super easy. So here we have the new screen protector. And all I have to do is put it between all the tiny little tabs. Let's see. That's it. And now you just push the middle and maybe give it a little bit of a gentle touch to have it get started. Whoops, that side didn't actually go down. Make sure all the edges of the screen protector are down. And basically that's it, I'm done. So what you can do now if you want is use that dust-free cloth again and just give it some wipe. So you can do it generally from the middle outward. And it's pretty much already installed at this point, the way the adhesive works. But now, the fun part. Now, we actually will take the other protective part off. And there we go, that is also done. And now we take off the red doohickey. And we have, as far as I can see, a perfectly installed screen protector. And as you can see, if I go and look at maybe, let's see, find an interesting photo. Maybe this one with some books on it. There is no color shift. There's nothing I can see that's telling me, hey, there's no blue. It's taking the blue out. But I really appreciate that ZAGG has this eye safe layer because I actually, and again, go and do some homework, do a quick Google search, but you don't want all that blue light going into your eyeballs all the time. Stuff that's sunlight and stuff, obviously our eyes are designed for that. Designed, we're not gonna go down that particular path, but our eyes work well with actual sunlight. But the light that's emitted from screens, not so much. But hey, now I have this screen protector on, I can't tell at all. It really is a nice install, and that means I'm done. Now, before I tell you the price, because the ZAGG is kind of a premium price product, before we get there, if I can ask that you can go ahead and click on that subscribe link. Really appreciate when you subscribe to my channel. And I know some people actually are against screen protectors. I don't fully know why, but they are. So if you're one of them, leave a note and tell me why you don't like screen protectors. And if you do, what's your choice? Do you go with a premium product like this, or do you go onto eBay or Amazon and find the absolute cheapest possible random ripoff and use that instead? And how does that work out for you? So leave me a comment, tell me, let's make this a little more interactive. Cool. Now, let's see, I'll pull the box back out. This is the ZAGG InvisibleShield Glass Plus Vision Guard for the iPhone XS. Comes in sizes for a lot of different iPhones and a lot of different smartphones. And it will cost you $44.99 at ZAGG.com. And as with everything I've ever gotten from ZAGG, I'm a big fan of this. They just really do a great job. The install, as you saw, was super easy. And the end result is I got a screen where I really could incredibly easily forget it's even on there, which is exactly what I want. So, this is Dave Taylor, and I will catch you in my next video.